Hey guys, this is Claudia here from the Bookkeeping Experts. I am back for more. We have more education today, and we're going to talk about Square integration when things doesn't quite work the way that we want them to work. One thing we're going to talk about today is what happens, Claudia, when I already reconcile my bank account and I realize that I have not matched that transaction with Square with the Square transaction. So we're going to talk about how to fix that. If you are a bookkeeper or a CPA, you can undo the reconciliation and bring it back and reconcile again. But if you're not, if you're a business owner, you don't have access to those tools, there is a way for you to fix that. And we're going to cover that. So we're going to go straight to QuickBooks right now. Here we go. Okay. All right. We already accepted that transaction. Okay. And I'm going to show you on the bank register. And I have a transaction from Square. So by the way, wanted to tell you this is the accounting view. And usually, you're going to go to banking and you're going to go to app transaction first and you're going to accept those transactions. I wanted to let you know that what we have here, it's a different setup. Okay, I'm going to undo this very quickly to bring it back to you. Here, there is one way for you to match it is if you already accepted in banking and if you already reconcile, Square is going to try to match it to that deposit. And that would be fine. Okay, that would be good. But let's suppose that this option is not showing up, or maybe there is a discrepancy on the amount. How do we fix that? Okay, so in this case, I can add this transaction, and this is going to add to Square. And I can click on match here. And if we go to banking, and we're going to go to that transaction over here, I'm going to put the specific dates. Okay, and sometimes, look for the dates a couple of days out because it takes a couple of days. And right here, if I click on undo, it's going to say, hey, you're already reconciled. Okay, you already reconciled this transaction. Are you sure you want to do this? And I'm going to say yes, I am sure. Okay. And here is the transaction from Square. So I'm going to click here. We're going to go ahead and find a match, try to find that transaction. It's not here because I already took it out from Square transactions. So let's app transaction right over here. So I brought it back, right? So I brought it back. And this is the transaction over here. If I add here, I'm going to go back to banking. And I'm going to put the specific dates. And I use the filter a lot, by the way. That helps you a lot. Okay, so now I'll be able to match it. The only thing is that I had already reconciled that account. So when I did this, it kind of messed up my reconciliation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bank register. You can go through here. You can go to my accounting chart of account. So I will click on bank register here. We're going to go ahead and put these specific dates right on my register. I'm going to put the 26th through the 28th and apply. Okay, and see the transaction here that actually I matched. So I'm going to go ahead and click on reconcile manually and voila. I would have fixed this transaction. Now keep in mind that this was not reconciled, so I'm just going to go ahead and undo this reconciliation. But that's how you do it. You would just manually go into the register and fix that reconciliation. Now there is another way for us to do this, and I wanted to show you, okay? And it looks a little different, and I want you to understand the process. So let's suppose that you, I'm gonna bring that transaction back. Oh, let's put our date here. Oh, my mouse sometimes doesn't work right. So let's, oh, come on. There you go. 26 through the 28th. Apply. All right, so I'm gonna undo this transaction here again. And I'm gonna go to the register. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to app transaction over here, and I'm gonna go to review, and I'm gonna bring it back. I just wanted to show you a different way, okay? So I'm gonna refresh this. Okay, there you go. There's no, let's suppose that I had already added this, and what we did was to reconcile. Let's suppose that this account is already reconciled. And I'm going to go back to the app transaction. And I'm going to refresh this. Nope, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to close this. And I'm going to duplicate my page. By the way, I use a lot of page duplication when I'm doing this because it helps us a lot. Because I can go back and forth. So you can click, right click on the tab on the very top and then duplicate it. All right, so we're gonna go back, bring my app transaction over here. It's here, but it's not matching. Okay, sometimes you have to refresh that. So let me make sure. So it's here. All right, so let's see. Let's see if I can manually. Okay, so this is another way to go to the view register, and I can manually just reconcile this. See that? And it's gonna warn me, by the way, you don't want to do that unless you keep track of those transactions. If not, you're gonna mess up your books big time, and in the end, you're gonna need an accountant to go over that. So I will go back here. So we're gonna go to banking, and I'm gonna duplicate this tab, and I'm gonna go to app transaction. Now I wanted to show you, oh, it's not doing it. So what's gonna happen is that we would add this transaction, and here there would be a match, right? But it didn't happen. When I do this, I am duplicating the transaction. So the only way to fix is really to go back once again, just like I did. Go back into categorized, find the transaction with the date. Undo it. Yes, I know it's reconciled. I'll find a match. We're going to match this. You go to bank register, and then you manually reconcile it again. Okay, so that's how you fix that. So I'm not going to do that because I haven't reconciled. This is just a simple account. All right, but that's how you fix it. That's how you fix it. If for some reason you already added and you see on the app transaction that there is a match to that, you can match it, and that should be fine. I would avoid doing that way because sometimes it does cause errors in the system. But if it doesn't match, that's the way you fix it. I hope that this was useful to you, and I hope that I answered the question from my YouTuber viewer. And I wanted to tell you, if you have any question or you want me to cover a certain subject in the future, hey, give, give us a note down below and we'll be able to cover that, hopefully. But I'll put all my effort into covering that for you. Just have to put a note. And if you like this video, if you like the content that we bring every week, please subscribe to our channel. We like to keep you up to date with QuickBooks Online integration, Square integration, and how QuickBooks Online work, any updates. So if you want to stay up to date with what's going on with QuickBooks Online, and make sure that you stay on top of your finances, you know what's going on with your books, you know what's going on with your company, and you can take proactive actions to stay ahead of the game, or stay ahead of your competition. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and share with your coworkers, with your friends, with your business partner. We would love to continue doing that. And for that, we need your support. So we need you to continue viewing our videos and sharing. And we love to help you. Our main goal here is to make sure that you receive those answers that you haven't gotten anyplace else. Because if you call Square, they're going to say, hey, you got to call QuickBooks Online. You call QuickBooks Online, and you got to call Square, and back and forth, back and forth. We want to give you the answer. We wanted to keep you updated with what's going on. Not just Square, but with any kind of integration. We're going to talk about other integration in the near future. What's coming next is Shopify. That's a big one. A lot of you use that. And another one is Method. I absolutely love that technology. So we're going to be talking about that in Salesforce as well. So upcoming in the future. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And I hope to see you again. And until next time, keep on smiling.